So I heard this story once about how when people smoke weed, they get epiphanies. Well, first of all, I haven't been smoking weed my entire life. And I have a reason why I smoke. For me, it's a good enough reason, while for others, it's a great reason. But that great reason for other people just really isn't good enough for me. Not necessarily because I say so, because I choose to or not choose to, you know, partake. I don't have it available to me all of the time, but enough to help regulate what it is I need it for and I use it for. So while this story goes along, I'm just curious to know if everyone else knows that I don't have a choice. Have you ever not had a choice? Because you also don't have a choice. You don't have a choice in the path that your life is set out for you to walk. It's going to happen. But you have choices, good and bad. The only thing you have are good and bad choices, but you have no choices. You don't have a choice but to make a good or bad choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have a choice but to make a good or bad decision for yourself or for anyone else around you. It's either one or the other. You can make both, but you know what that looks like, right? But I'm crazy. I'm mental. I'm a narcissist, right? You see, behavior and heart have something to do with the way a person communicates what it is they're saying, because I want people to know what they need to know about me, those who need to know what they are being educated about me concerning my life and the things that I go through. But I'm not supposed to talk about anybody, but everybody else can have that right. It's all right for everybody else to talk about each other in the family, and it's okay for other people to talk about their friends and things like that, but I can't do that, even though I do it quietly with the few people who I have around me. Generally I'm by myself, but then that is also an issue for people that I'm by myself. And if it is said that it isn't healthy to be by yourself, is it more healthy to be in a group of people with unhealthy energy than it is to be by yourself? See, you can't believe all women. I want everybody to be listening, and I don't need to be the only woman that everybody is listening to, because there's plenty of beautiful women from all different walks of life who also don't have any choices in the walks of life that they have taken in order to take up the decisions that they've made for themselves, good or bad. Am I a hypocrite? Or am I just living life the way that an imperfect person who is dust should be? Do you guys expect me to do more than that? Do you guys expect me to get it right all of the time? Do you expect for me to get it right all of the time? And where is what I'm saying throwing you off from what the truth is? Because your decisions are yours and my decisions are mine. These are choices to which we have no other choice but to make. A good choice or a bad choice. So when I say I have no choice but to make a good choice or a bad choice. There is no in the middle. There is no in between that will help you with your relationship with Jehovah, first of all, or anyone else in the realm of life. is that going to benefit any relationship to try to ride a fence, be in the middle? You are either on either side of the sidewalk if you're really trying to live your life in the best, proper way that you should be as a man or as a woman. And raising offspring from that. Building legacies. When I'm speaking of building, I'm talking about growing. You don't have to build with me. You don't have to grow with me. But if you want to, I'm willing. And I say that I am someone's wife because that is true. And if other people have husbands and other people have wives, then you're doing things the right way, at least that much. But there's much more to it than just that. Do I need to control you, or do you need to control yourself? What's really the law of life concerning that? Do we really need to have an argument about it, or do you get it? Do I sound like I'm speaking disrespectful, or am I disrespectfully speaking? Or is it just that I have conviction behind the truth that I'm speaking, but people don't want to hear this type of conversation because it's either too much, or people are going through these psychological disruptions because of the things that they've gone through in their life, which is what I speak about. But when I speak about it, there seems to be a bunch of lies and manipulation going on. Although when other people speak about it, and I relate to what it is they're saying because I either know somebody, have gone through it, or all the above. Where haven't you seen what other people are going through anywhere else in the world? Where haven't you seen it? Are we visually blindsided by reality all of a sudden? Is the truth just obsolete all of a sudden, that it has no value whatsoever? Because that's what it's looking like to me. And if anybody has anything fearful to fear about that, the truth has no ending. The truth exists even after we are dead and gone. And I am single because I am dying in this world by myself, just like everyone else is. Even if I am married or not married, I am still dying by myself. My spiritual faith by myself. Who does everyone turn to when they're dying? Doesn't matter what you believe. Everyone turns to a spiritual belief, right? You know that is an innate. Everyone has an innate spiritual need and desire. There's a reason for that. You're made in God's image. It's innate. It's an innate desire. You know why? Because everybody wants the truth. So your spiritual innate sense helps to drive that will to learn, find, seek, and to speak about it, because now you're zealous, rightfully so, about what you've learned concerning the truth. You're zealous. You want to get out there and tell people about it. You're supposed to be zealous about the truth. You're supposed to be bold. You're supposed to be steadfast, firm and unmovable. That's what you want to be with the truth. What else up against it can stand? I think I'm just ending the conversation right now, but I'll probably be back later. Yeah. So if I'm high and I'm having an epiphany, well, that was the epiphany that I just had. So you tell me if we're having the same epiphany or if it's just all in my head. I'm crazy though.